Mr. Heavyweight Boxing Today.
Hey, what's up, man? This is Chris the Nightmare Ariola, and you're watching Mr. Boxing Today on YouTube.
Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? All right, man. So I just want to give you guys a quick update. Povetkin back in good graces of the WBA, WBO, says Ryabinsky. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and read this article. It's on Boxing Scene, so I'll leave the article in the description box. And like always on my channel, you can click it, read it, and come to your own surmise about it. All right. Says, so it's written by Igor Lazarin of TASS. Okay, so Russian heavyweight boxer Alexander Povetkin has been reinstated in the WBO and WBA world rankings following their lifting of his ban for doping. His promoter, Andre Ryabinsky of World Boxing, stated on Tuesday. And let me just add this. He is fighting Andre Rudinko. And if you guys are interested in watching that fight, go to the World of Boxing, their official website, and they will be live streaming the fight. They actually did a live stream for the Povetkin Duopa fight too, so you can watch the fight there for free if you're interested in it, all right? Article goes on to say Povetkin tested positive for Austrian the day of his proposed fight with Canadian Bermane Stiverne for the interim version of the WBC heavyweight title in December 2016. Both the WBC and the IBF subsequently suspended Povetkin from their ratings, whereas the WBO refused to return Povetkin to their list. The WBA announced no action, but Povetkin was a notable absentee from their list. All right. Now, this is what Ryabinsky had to say. The World Boxing Council, the WBC, is starting to hear out our side of the story, and I think they will take some measures, but there are no timelines. Okay? He also went on to say Povetkin has been reinstated by the WBA and the WBO, and the titles are on the line in the fight with Rudinko. Povetkin and the titles he's talking about, they're little minor titles, is going to be on the line. All right? He says Povetkin will rejoin the IBF rankings as well as the WBC. We are gradually winning this battle, Ryabinsky said. All right. Let me see what else it says here. Povetkin and Ryabinsky have been embroiled in a dispute relating to doping as far back as May of 2016, when Povetkin tested positive in the week of his proposed WBC World Heavyweight title fight with Deontay Wilder in Moscow. The positive result caused Wilder to fight to fall through, and then two sides became involved in a multi-million-dollar legal war. Wilder ended up winning the case, but Povetkin and his handlers are appealing the decision. Povetkin was banned indefinitely by the WBC after a second failed test before his fight with Stiverne. All right. So, you know, let me pull up the rankings really quick here. Now, I'm on FightNews.com looking at their rankings. Sometimes they can be off by a month, so hopefully these are the updated rankings. But just looking at it here now, he's going to be reinstated by the WBO and WBA. Okay, so let's look at it. WBO, WBA. All right, so look at the WBO. We know Parker's the title holder. He's getting ready to fight Huey. Well, the fight's supposed to take place September 23rd, Manchester, with Huey Fury. I know Huey Fury has a fight coming up in July 8th. And then BoxRec has him scheduled for a July 15th fight as well. So I'm not sure how true it is that Fury will be fighting July 15th, but I know he is set to fight on the Copper Box card in London July 8th. All right. So then you got Christian Hammer #2, Pulev #3, Ruiz Jr. #4, Jarrell Miller #5. Miller's getting ready to fight Gerald Washington on July 29th. You got Tom Schwartz #6, 7 Dominic Brazil, 8 Dillian White, 9 Kaitoro Fujimoto, 10 Luis Ortiz, 11 Rudinko. All right, so if he wins this fight, I would like to see Povetkin, which I think he will. If they're going to reinstate him in the rankings, and he is somebody that, you know, you're going to have to face if you want a shot at this WBA or WBO title. I know some fans out there, I know you're going to come to the comment section and say you don't want to see him fight. You know, he should be banned from the sport. That's cool if that's what you think. But what's going to happen is he's going to be eligible by the WBO, WBA. That is a fact, man. So you may see him in the mandatory, I mean, not a mandatory, but you may see him fighting for a, you may see him getting positioned to where he's fighting some type of eliminator to become the mandatory. That is going to happen. That's what it seems like. Unless something comes up with another test. obviously. But I like to see him fight anybody in the WBO rankings, man. I'm not sure about the Luis Ortiz fight. Speaking of Luis Ortiz, he's rated number 10 by the WBO. Was like last month, somebody asked me what are the top 5 fights I would like to see at heavyweight, not using the same fighters. And Ortiz versus Povetkin was one of them. So I still like Povetkin, man, as a fighter. The drug testing issues, man, it caused a lot of controversy here online. I think he felt, the test, I believe the shit was in him. If you don't believe that, that's fine. That's my opinion about it. But as far as him as a fighter, though, I still want to see him fight in these fights, man. I would like to see him fight Luis Ortiz or Dillian White or Dominic Brazil. Guys like Tom Schwartz, German prospect, is a good German prospect. I don't think he's ready. Don't think he's battle tested enough, man, to get in there with somebody like Povetkin. At least Brazil's been in there with Anthony Joshua and Amir Mansour, guys that'll get you ready for those type of situations. Andrew Ruiz Jr., that'd be as far as style clash, that'd be a good fight. Now, Povetkin got to get past Rudinko first. You look at the WBA rankings, just running through their top 10. Obviously, Joshua's the champion. The proposed rematch with Klitschko is still there. We don't know what's going to happen yet with that. But then you just run down their rankings. You got Alexander Usanov number 2, 3 Shannon Briggs, 4 Fraser Kendo, 5 Klitschko, 6 Manuel Char, 7 Jarrell Miller, 8 Kirbet Pulev, 9 Andrei Fedosov, who's actually another Russian fighter. Style-wise, that'd be a crazy fight, I think, style-wise. Then you got BJ Flores, number 10. How the hell did BJ Flores? Okay, number 11, Otto Wallen. Wallen's not ready for Povetkin. Dillian White, number 12. Christian Hammer, number 13. Maybe a Christian Hammer fight, being Christian Hammer's rated number 13 by the WBA, number 2 by the WBO. I mean, I think that'd be an easy fight to get made. Christian Hammer's been on a roll, man. He upset, who did he beat? I know he beat Erkin Tepper. He knocked out Michael Sprott. Impressive knockout win, as far as the way he did it. And who else did he beat, man? David Price. So the Tepper and Price fight, he was not the favorite. He actually upset both of those guys, man. So I wouldn't mind seeing Povetkin fight like a Christian Hammer after. And then along with everybody else, man, the Andrei Fedosovs and I know Jarrell Miller's getting ready to fight Washington, but shit, Jarrell Miller, or the Washington winner, if the winner of that fight can fight Povetkin, and it could be like a title eliminator type of fight. So I still want to see Povetkin before everything was happening with drug tests and all this shit, man. I had Povetkin a top 5 heavyweight. A month before the Deontay Wilder fight, going into that fight, or not the fight, but the fight that was scheduled. A month before that, or leading up into the fight, I had Povetkin top 5, easy, in my rankings. You know what I mean? Then the drug test, it kind of put a black cloud over everything with any fighter. Even Luis Ortiz still gets a lot of stick for failing a test 3 years ago. You know what I mean? A lot of fans feel as if that, he shouldn't be in this type of position the very next year. Not even a year. Shit, he had the situation with Wilder, was that May? And then he fought he's going to fight Stavern, but he fought Duipa in December. So it is what it is, man. What we want, what we think should happen, that's another story. I'm just sticking on what's going to happen and what is right in front of us. And he will be fighting Rudinko July 1st? When is that fight scheduled, man? July 1st or 2nd? I forget now. I think it's the 1st. July 1st or 2nd, all right? He's getting ready to fight. So, actually, let me just look it up real quick, man. But, yeah, man, what do y'all think about this, man? That he's being reinstated. Looks like all the sanctioning bodies going to pretty much reinstate him. They're just waiting on the IBF and the WBC and see what they're going to do, but seems as if that will be happening. Yeah, July 1st. I'm sorry, July 1st. July 1st. All right, he's fighting Rudinko July 1st in Moscow. Okay, so just giving you guys an update on it, man. You guys let me take in the comment section about this. Who would you like to see Povetkin fight when he pretty much most likely will get past Rudinko, and he will be, according to his promoter, reinstated him back into the WBO, WBA rankings. Let me try to look up really quick what minor titles are on the line for this fight with Rudinko. Style-wise, man, I think it's going to be a pretty interesting fight with Rudinko. He's a guy, he likes to come. I'm curious to see if somebody gets cut in this fight, man, because Rudenko's a dude, he leans in with his head a little bit sometimes, and I've seen him in a Lucas Brown, Huey Fury. I mean, guys get cut, or he gets cut, you know, so it could be a nasty fight, but him leading with his head, and Povetkin is a good inside fighter. They can box his way into the inside, doesn't just charge right in. He can box his way into the inside, and let's see real quick. WBO international heavyweight title is going to be on the line, all right? So, you guys let me think in the comment section. I'm out.